Hi, my name is Lori Wilson with Lakeland Pharmacy, and I'm going to go over some common issues and problems that people have while operating their CPAP or BIpap machines. One of the first things I'm going to go over is how to adjust your humidity during different season changes. During the wintertime, a lot of people will complain of dryness, and that is because during the wintertime there's less humidity in the air and it causes everything to be dry. So I'm going to show you on the machine how to adjust your humidifier setting and how to increase it. Okay, I'm just going to go over the machine with you to show you how to change the humidifier setting. First, all you have to do is plug in the machine, and then it will show you the version, and some machines will show how many hours are on the machine. All you have to do is where it shows therapy, it should be highlighted. If it's not, you just move it back till it's highlighted, and you push this button down, and it will automatically start. This is when the pressure's on, you can actually hear it. You can't hear it very much right now because we have a little calibration piece at the end on here. All you have to do in the winter time, a lot of people will start complaining that their mouth is really dry and it just isn't very comfortable. That's because during the winter everything dries out and there's less humidity. So we suggest in the winter time you use a setting of about 3 to 4. If you wake up in the morning, let's say your mouth is still dry, you're going to bump that up to 5. If you wake up and there's water at the mask or the tubing, you're going to decrease it. So the higher this setting, the more moisture it will give you. So in the summer, we suggest about a 1 or 2. In the winter, about a 3 or 4. And then if you can see, it's kind of hard to see with the lighting, there's an LED backlight on here that will illuminate so you can see what number you're actually on whenever you're adjusting it. So it goes from 0, which is a cool setting, and the heated is 1 through 5. So in the winter, start it on about a 3 and then go from there. If you're still dry at 5, I'll go over some other techniques that you can do to actually improve that as well. So this is how you increase or decrease the humidifier setting on the CPAP or BIpap. Okay, I'm going to go over some other issues. What I was describing earlier was adjusting the humidifier during summer and the winter. During the winter time, if you're having problems, either too much moisture, the tubing's gurgling at night, or your mouth is really dry and you can't find that proper balance, that's when the heated tubing comes into play, and I'm going to show you how to adjust that. The heated tubing can only go on one way. The part with the adapter is going to hook right into here, and you will hear a click. To take it off, you push down here and pull it out. In order to adjust the heated tubing setting is different from how we were adjusting earlier with the humidity. So I'm going to go through that with you. Okay, you're going to go into the therapy again, like you did before. And before, this is how you would adjust the humidity. That's how much water you would actually get, how much moisture. This will now regulate how hot the tube actually gets. So the higher this number, the hotter this hose will get. So if you want it on cool, put it on 0. 1 through 5 is your heated settings. So if you're still having a lot of problems with moisture in the tubing or dryness, we suggest that you use the heated tubing. I would start the heated tubing on about a setting of 2 to 3. That's kind of up to you how hot you want this hose to get. Some people don't like it to be too warm because they can't sleep with it that warm. So it's kind of up to you on what you want, but we always suggest to start it out on 2 or 3. And then I'm going to show you how to adjust the humidifier when the heated tube is actually in place. You're going to go back into the main menu, just hold this down, and you're going to find the little box that says Setup. You're going to click that once, and you're going to go down to where it says Humidity Level. This one, instead of going from 0 to 5, will actually only go from 1 to 3. We suggest that you put it on 2 or 3. Most people don't ever have to change this once it's set because it's generally a comfortable level. So if you're getting too much moisture, just put it down to 2. If you don't want hardly any, just put it down to 1. So the higher this number, the more moisture you'll get to the airway. So we're going to leave it on 3. And then to get out of this, you just dial up and hit the back button. Just select that where it says back and click that. So just to kind of reiterate what we were going over, to adjust the humidity, you're going to go into the setup menu to adjust that. And then to adjust the actual temperature of the tube, you're going to go into where it says therapy, and then this will adjust your actual tube temperature. Just like that. And that's basically all there is to adjusting the tube temperature and humidity on a CPAP or BIpap machine. Okay, we're going to go over a different machine now. This is by Philips Respironics, and it's called the DreamStation. And I'm going to show you how to change the humidifier on this one and the tube temperature. This model is actually very easy and user-friendly to use. And I'm going to show you how to unplug it, plug it back in. Plug it in is just right here. Okay. Alright, if you don't turn it off before you plug it back in, it will automatically start. So to start the machine, all you have to do is press this button right up here. Hold it down for a second and just let go. Okay, you'll notice this is your pressure right here. It's on a pressure of 5. And then right here is how you actually change the tube temperature. And all you have to do is go up to this, and you just use this dial, and you select it. So you're going to push down on it, and it can increase it all the way up to 5, and then all the way down to 0. The higher this number, the hotter the hose will get. So we suggest to start out about right on a 2. So start it out on 2 or 3 is what we suggest on that. So this is how actually warm the tube will actually get. Okay. Now we're going to change the humidity. This is actually how much water you will receive. This is how much moisture. And this one goes from a setting from 5 all the way down to 0. And the higher this number, the more moisture you're going to get. So we suggest about in the winter, about a 3 or 4. And then in the summertime, about a 2 or 3. All you have to do is push on it to increase it, and then just dial it any direction that you want to achieve what setting you want. So since it's winter, we're going to put it on 3, and then I'm going to go ahead and increase the tube temperature up to 3. So these will match. So during the winter, I would use the humidity on 3 to 4, and the tube temperature anywhere about 3 to 4 as well. So the higher that number, the more heat will be produced from here, and also how much moisture you will receive. And that's all you have to do with this new DreamStation by Philips Respironics.